What's up, y'all? Just me, Juan, all in your face again. Follow me on my streaming platforms: YouTube, Just Me Juan, Instagram, just.me.wan, TikTok, just.me.wan. Um, that's it for that, anyway. But I just want to share just for a couple of minutes with you because one of the biggest things for me as I'm growing into becoming an artist is opinions. Opinions are big. And we want people's opinions. We really do. We want to know what people feel or how people feel about our music or about whatever it is that we're doing. Here's a tidbit for you, and this is coming from me and from my personal experience. You can't share your idea with everybody. You have to have a core group of people, 2, 3 people, maybe 4, so you can have, an odd number, including yourself, so yourself and 4 or 2 other people, so that if you had to vote on something, it's resolved at that moment. You want to get the opinions of people you trust. You don't just want any opinions of anybody. You don't want Joe Schmo looking at your business plan, listening to your music, hearing your idea. You don't want that because they don't care. You want people who care about you as a person, you as a human being first. If you have a spouse, if you have a best friend, or somebody you know who you've known for a long time in the industry, see if they could be a part of your group. Just a core group. You don't have to call it anything, but these are just the people you share with. I have a core group. I share with 3 people, technically, really 2 people, but every now and then I include that third person. Every now and then, but typically I have 2 people I share my things with because I know they're going to be honest with me. And sometimes, I'm going to tell you right now, sometimes people's honesty is going to hurt your feelings. But are you going to get past the tears and the feelings being hurt and move forward understanding that they are telling you this because they love you? After all, you have them in your core group. So sometimes you don't want to hear what people have to say. You really don't. You are looking for other words. You're looking for other things, but sometimes you don't get that. And you have to understand. You can't say, oh, well, I'm making it for me, and if I like it, then that's what it is. Well, what was the point of sharing it? What was the point of asking somebody's opinion? And that's the biggest thing. People offer their opinion. You don't have to accept the opinions that people offer because they just say, well, I think this, I heard this, and I think this, I saw this, and I think this. We're not really concerned about that because, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. But when you have your core group and you ask someone for their opinion, you have to be willing to accept the constructive criticism if there is any. And that was one of the hardest things for me becoming an artist. But I picked up very quickly, and I feel like I'm very, very coachable because my way may not always work. It may not always fit. It may not always flow. But hey, I trust you, and I know that the people who I ask to hear this or to look at this are looking at it from a consumer's point of view. You can't ask mom, you can't ask dad, because sometimes mom and dad, everything you do is beautiful, it's wonderful. And there are people who don't look the best. I mean, that's reality. There are people who do not look the best. There are people who think that my looks aren't that great. I think I'm the flyest thing walking. I'm supposed to think that. But there are people who don't look as good as other people. But if you leave it up to mom and dad, they are the finest things on this earth. So when you're picking people to help and give their opinion, You cannot get the people who like every single, if they have never had a negative opinion or if they never had constructive criticism, they may not be the person to continue to keep sharing your things with before you go public with it. They may not be the best person. I'm just being straight up with you. They may not be the best person. So it's very, very, very important that you get yourself a core group of people who care about you enough to care about your future so that y'all can make some things happen for real. All right? So get with it. Get yourself up off the seat of do nothing and go do something with your life, because you're important. You're valuable to this earth. That's the only reason you exist here. If you had no purpose on this earth, there'd be no reason for you to be here. So embrace your purpose. Embrace who you are. And get up, get out, and do something. Alright? Deuces. Y'all know I love y'all. Just Me Wine, and I'm going.